Good morning, guys. If you're watching this, that means you are watching the replay. So type hashtag replay, and it was, what is it like a, I, I don't know when is the last time I did a full get ready with me. So I thought I will use this Friday because, like I said, last week it was so busy. So I'm just taking time for myself this week. So first thing obviously is applying my glowify. I have finished my skincare in my Instagram stories. So I will try if I can post it. Krishi, Krishima, one sec. Krishi, Krishma, அவன் எதுக்கோ கத்துறான் பாரு தண்ணி வேணுமான்னு பாரு. So the next thing I'm going to do is always let it sit so that it can absorb before I go ahead and do something. So meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows first. Let me just clean my eyebrow brush. It's been a while since I did. So I'm going to do it. What do you want, Cloudy? So thank you so much for yesterday. It was such a fun live. Me and Ram were po anna கூப்பிடுறேன் பாரு போ go play பால் எடுத்துட்டு வா. என்னால் மூவ் பண்ண முடியாது கட்டு என்ன எந்திரிச்சேன்னா சேரில் அடிபட்டுருவோம். So it was like me and Ram were like keep talking about it after even finishing it. Like we were like, oh, which is the flavor you liked, which is the flavor I liked. So thank you for giving us a company. And like I said, it's going to be there until today. So every order will get you 10% off and a gift to go with it. So here I'm just, I like to finish off the rest of the things meanwhile. So what happens is until then the uh, glowify will get time to absorb so that it's not wet when I go. You don't have to massage it through, it will get absorbed by itself. So here if you see, this is the way you do your eyebrows. You are just going to fill it in first, and then you are just going to take from here and just, you can even press it if you're afraid that you will what do you say, like you don't know to draw a line, then just press it in. The basic thing is to fill it, but make sure you comb it afterwards. This is going to make it look natural. So you can see the difference from this side to that side. It's more filled in and it looks closer to your natural line. I use the color called black brown, so that's what I am using. So like I said, if you're new, make sure you do smaller lines. I am just doing it little faster. One thing is my practice, second thing is I don't want to take too much of your time. I wanted to show, but at the same time I wanted to show more things so that you can understand whichever works for you. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. Now that my what is that, my glowify is set, this is my favorite. You can go with CCTM or powder too. Maybe I think I already showed CCTM so many, I mean concealer so many times. So maybe I will go with foundation for today, because that way I can show how it is with foundation. So here I'm using Pecan foundation. For me, I like being in NC, and I am someone who goes out for walking most of the time, because with cloudy and even since the weather is nice, we get to go out almost year around. So I'm using the brush that I showed you guys yesterday for the giveaway. We are almost closer to it. So here you can see the glowify is like underneath, so that way it's still going to get the benefits of it, but it's not like just glowify alone. Here I am using the foundation, so you can pretty much use CCTM powder, or you can even use what do you call the concealer or anything, and always make sure you bring it all the way down. And here you will see It's just like my skin tone, but just it makes all takes away any unevenness or any discoloration. So that's the beauty of Senegen's foundations. They are going to be so lightweight, but at the same time they will give you the equivalent of protection from SPF 15 on it. So if you already use the daytime moisturizer and on top of that, like with CCTM or the foundation, it's going to be like SPF 15 on top of SPF 15. So that's the cool thing about Senegen's products. So it's like having a shirt on top of your skin, and it's going to help protect you from sun. So instead of how you tan differently where you wore a shirt versus here, so that's the same benefits it's going to give. So here you can see the glow from glowify is coming underneath, whereas the foundation is going to give you the coverage. So that's the one. And if you have what do you say, like if you have discoloration, then you can go with it on top. Like, I mean, you can go with concealer on top, but here I am not going to use it. And you can also use foundation first, and then you can spray glowify on top. Glowify is not meant to break the color, so that way it's not going to break it. You can even spray it even after some time. So here I'm going to use the medium powder on top. With Senegen's foundations, you don't have to have powders to set it, but since it's going to be sweaty in this 100-degree weather, I'm just setting it a bit. I use medium. These powders are so lightweight. They are literally one molecule away from being liquid. So that's how fine it is, and it has senapeptides. So any of Senegen's makeup will have skincare benefits too. So next thing is I'm going to use hi Shobna. Shobna, movie over, Shobna. You are just in the movie. Enjoying what did you eat, Shobna, so far? So I'm going to use the, let me first use it as my eye color, and then I will show you as that. First let me do the, what is that, the glistening plum as my what is that? See, crease color. Yeah, why I'm confused with the words today, I don't know. Oh, it's over. How did you like it? It's a whole lot of new experience, right? I mean, watching a movie in India, nothing beats it. So here I didn't even color correct. Okay, let me first go use my uh, natural tan to color correct first, or I can even use the concealer a tad bit. I'm going to use the concealer for today. So I'm going to use a tiny bit for that. Oh, you went for, what is that? Vikram. Yeah, I really liked it, Shobna, actually. I really loved. I think after COVID, that's my first ever movie. Did you see the difference? I took a tiny amount as my concealer for my eyes, and you can see my discoloration here. Do you see? I have discoloration all over. Eyes is one place where you have discoloration and everything. Hi Jyoti. So this is the brush. This is also was in the giveaway. So you can see how tiny I am taking, and gently I am pressing it. With Senegens, that's one thing you learn on the go. You don't need a lot of product. Thank you, Jyoti. And I'm really loving your quotes in the morning. Thank you for all the positive quotes to start the day. So having a clean base is going to make the eye look pop. Like I said, even if you are someone who is not going to use any eye look, you can still color correct. You can see the brush, how much I have used, and you can see I still have something. I'm just going to take it and press it here. Yeah. So with the brushes, that's the cool thing about it. Like, I mean, with when people see this concealer, they'll be like, oh my god, it's very small compared to my foundation size. But trust me, this is really, really concentrated. So you are going to use like a very, very tiny amount. Which one I dropped? Something I dropped, yes. But it's totally worth it. You can see, even if you are someone new to Sanajan's products or you never used makeup, you will still be able to use it. Here I want to use both the powders. So I'm going to use the um, glistening plum as my crease color. So here I am taking it as my crease color. Do you see the pigments? It's like using your traditional eyeshadow. So that's how it's going to feel. So here I'm just building the color so that I can make it pop. Do you see? It's just with a tiny amount. I'm even taking the excess out and I'm just building the crease. As I don't have as I have a hooded eye, I want it to show. Do you see the difference? If I do it little low, you won't see it. So by making it little above the crease, this is going to show up more. So I'm just looking for my blending brush and I'm just going to anytime hold the brush at the end when you are blending, so that you are just taking away the harsh edges. So that's what you are doing. I'm making it quick so that you guys can follow, but once you go for a replay, so anytime, do you see, I'm just taking away any excess product and I'm just blending it in my crease. So do you see that even if I have a little bit extra, I'll be able to just use the same product. So this is what you don't want to see. So anytime when you have more product, you see the creasing. So go back and with a clean brush and just blend it. That's the way you can make it look professional. So you don't need to have any harsh edges. So make sure you blend. They'll always say how much you need to blend means you until your hand hurts. So I'm holding it at the end. So if I hold it like this, it's like how you teach your kids to not hold the pencil like this, because they are going to put too much pressure on. So always hold it at the end so you don't feel the pressure, but at the same time you can blend. So either you will do a windshield wiper motion where you do like this, or you can always do a circular motion where you can blend. So I'm going to take, this brush is a clean fluffy brush. I'm taking just to blend out the corners. So here I'm just using the glistening plum. Do you see as an eyeshadow also how pretty this color looks? And I'm going to blend it with the other one because I wanted to show both the powders, because yesterday night I know with the lighting I am more of this morning light girl. So here is peach, so I'm going to use the peach again. So always make sure you take out the excess, and here I'm just going to press it. Do you see how well these two colors blend with each other? And it's so easy, even as a beginner, if you're afraid of shadow sense and you don't know how much you will adding these are going to be really, really easy. And you can see it makes a huge difference when you have a what do you say, like a eye, when you finish your eyes, the whole get ready with me changes completely from as if you did it really, really professionally. So that's the reason I ask you to start with even this, because it's going to help you understand the concept. But once you use more and more, you will enjoy it and you can't go without it. So here, if you want the color to show up more, instead of blending, you're going to pat it. Do you see? I'm just pressing it against so that you can see the color more. So the same color, you can make it look light or you can make it pop. So do you see the difference? Here it is light, whereas here I have used more. So like I said, always go back with the brush you used for the other one and blend the corners. So both of these shades, you will be able to use them individually or you can use them together. So it doesn't matter that you need to use both. I just wanted to show the difference. This way you can see which is the darker one or which is the lighter one. So you can pick based on your preference. Like I know not everyone is going to like the darker one. So I wanted to show both the peach and the, what is it, like the glistening plum. So I can, summer here they always use peach shades more, and for winter they use more of those plum shades. That's the usual technique they use here. So I'm going to use the glistening plum on my bottom lashes too. For my bottom lashes, the Real Techniques brush is the only one I use. Sometimes your eyes cannot pick it. Where did I keep it? I just cleaned it today morning. Seriously, did I keep it somewhere? Yeah, I found it. So sorry. Yeah. So here is my brush. Always take it. Take out the excess. Yeah. Do you see? When you close it, it gives a completely new look versus leaving it open. I like to do it with the darker shades. You can, if you are using more than one, you can always use them. And if you have a smaller eye, make sure you stop it in the outer corner. Mine is a bigger one, so I took it all the way in. So because if you take it all the way in, it's going to close your eyes. So make sure you do based on your eye shape. So everybody's eye shape is different. Everybody's what do you call, everybody's face shape is different, so you need to work based on your features. So that's where you are going to make the look accentuate whatever we have. The makeup is all about accentuate, doing it based on yours. Like last week we had one-on-ones. So when I do one-on-ones, what I teach them is based on their comfort level, based on what they like. So here I'm using the peach as my blush too. Always take it up to the here, and you need to stop it where your eyes stop, because for me you can see it's already a chubby cheek. So if I do it here, it will be like too much. So anytime makeup is about what you are comfortable with and how much you need it for the occasion. So for me, if you ask, and anytime when you see the difference when I take it and not dust it, you can see the color as it is. If I dust it, you will see it light. So always dust the excess. And if you feel like you have taken it a little bit more, don't shy away. Just take the foundation brush or anything, whatever you have used, and just blend it out a bit. You don't need to have anything extra. Just press it against your skin, and that makes the whole difference. Yeah. And it's after all a makeup, like you don't have to worry as if it's like something you cannot take it back or something. It's like always correctable. I was sitting on top of the pencils and everything because this helps to melt the color a bit. Hi Kusuma, good morning. So here I am using the brown pencil. I know I keep reaching out to black, brown, even navy I use a lot, but brown is something I like to use with pinks and peaches. I used the, what is that? Peach flush Kuzma for the eyes and also as my blush. I know that's the one you asked for yesterday. Here I'm using the brown. We have black, black, brown, navy. Yeah, I used glistening plum as my crease color, and I used the peach as my all over lid shade. So I'm using the brown pencil for today. If you want it to be smoked out a little, always do it, but don't forget to blend. This is what I use for the reverse liner technique also. Don't leave like a harsh line. So always take your brush. I have seen people who leaves it really harsh. This will make it look nicer. So always blend out a tiny bit. You don't have to take out the color all the way, but this is going to help. And I am going to use the curler, but if you're afraid to use the curler, I know many of them sometimes say like I'm worried to take something too closer to my eyes. This is like a what do you call, like the eyebrow brush. So what you can do is you can use the spoolie just before you use your mascara and just comb it through. So even this is going to help the lashes to show up a little bit more. So that's a technique, you can use that too. I like to use my curler. Like I said, mine is Asian lashes, so it doesn't show up at all. So I need to do this so that the lashes show up really nice. So just hold on to it for 5-10 seconds. That's all you need. Do you see? When you press it, it will make the lashes look nice. And how many of you have Monday holiday? Like here, Ram has it on Monday holiday, and tomorrow we have our what do you call, like the gazebo is going to be set. It was supposed to be for the long weekend itself, but unfortunately, it was like, you can imagine, like I'm using the 3-in-1 lash primer. It's a nice to have step. It's not a must have, but I would suggest to use it because it is going to help the lashes condition it, and also it's going to help grow it. So what happened, we got the gazebo packages in 4 different packages. So we were in Krish's recital during, I mean not the recital, the what is that, the encore competition. So we were in Greensboro, and FedEx kept it here. And we also were like, oh, okay, we'll just move it to the garage and we'll see, because each one was like 150 lbs. So I couldn't even move half of them. And the purpose they have it in lighter, you can make sure to coat the lashes, because if it is black, you won't even know whether you have coated it or not. So that's the reason they keep it lighter shade. I think any brand has it, the what do you say, like the lash primer will always be in a lighter shade, so that you can make sure you coat them really well. So when we were like, I think 31st it was supposed to be fixed, and me and Ram were trying to set it for him around 30th night. We thought, okay, we'll help him so that we can open and we can keep it ready so he can come and fix it. And then we realized, like, one of the packages was something else, like it was not even part of this. So unfortunately we couldn't. So here today I'm going to show you how you can use waterproof and non-waterproof. I use waterproof only the day I'm going for like a water theme park or like somewhere where I'm going to cry. If you have watched, I have used it on the day when I went for graduation, because I know like it's an emotional moment. So those days I try to use waterproof. So even if I cry for a second, it will hold on to it. And if you're getting waterproof, make sure you get the foops remover, because it's like it stays on forever if you don't remove it. So that's how much it will stay. I have people who will always say, oh, I have tried different mascaras, like it always bleeds, like, but even those people will come back to me and say, oh, this really stayed. Because here, like I said, unless until you take it off, Senagen's mascara will never bleed. So make sure you take the non-waterproof, you take the remover too. Otherwise, it's like bonds so well with your eyelashes. Do you see? It's just one coat I did, because I'm going to go over with the non-waterproof to finish it off. So then we need to follow up again, and we need to get the fourth part. By the time they realized which is the mixing part, but they asked us to send pictures and everything, and then it reached it, like it took 20 days for them to again find the person to fix it. So hopefully tomorrow will be the day, and hope none of them is missing. So here I am going to use the non-waterproof. The purpose I use both sometimes is, you can see the difference between the brushes. The waterproof is to give more volume, whereas the non-waterproof is to give the length. So that's where the difference comes. So I used the waterproof first, and then I'm going with the non-waterproof. That way I'm going to get benefits of both. So here I'm going to just, if you are new and if you haven't used mascara, just keep it closer and just blink. That is going to help extend the lashes. And all our mascaras, whether it's non-waterproof, waterproof, or whether it's the colored ones, the 3-in-1 mascara, everything has the lash primer in it. So that way they are going to help grow the lashes while you wear them. So even if you're not going out, you can still use the mascara, because like I said, it's built-in skincare. So you can see how much it gives. I'm still to explore artificial lashes. I never used them. I think that's basically because my looks are always, like I said, it is like beginner friendly, and I want to keep it simple and relatable. So I never used it like professional lashes. I know they need to use lash glue and other things and all. So maybe one day I need to try that too. If you have tried, let me know your favorite brand of lashes. Maybe I can give it a try. So here I'm just trying to extend it and just combing it through. So you know the last part. After all this, the final step is to just finish it off with LipSense. Who can beat that? Nobody else can. Even if I'm not doing much, the one thing I never forget to do is doing LipSense. So here I wanted to do charmed for today. I shared the picture the other day, and like so many of them pinged to ask me like, can you show us once in life? I also had Rockstar for today, but maybe I'll do charmed. Charmed, Madeira Topaz, Boysen Berry, like these are some of the colors. Eyes closed, anyone can buy. There won't be a person who doesn't like it. Even that day, I think Kusma asked for, did you ask for Queen Bee? Yeah, I think she asked for Queen Bee. Any of these shades will look really, really nice on our skin tone. And it's like when today I shared a video to one of my Instagram friend, like uh, they showed for eye look how you can create blue mixed with yellow turns into a green. So because the other day we were talking about the blue LipSense, and she was like, I don't have a clue on how to use it. So I was like talking about how the basic shades, why Sanajans even had eyeshadows like the red, blue, green, orange, and those kind of shades, the rainbow colors they used once. So here I am using Charmed. So those rainbow colors are favorite of many of the makeup artists, because it's like canvas colors. So that way when you have the base shades, you will be able to create tons of colors out of it. So that's how they do. It's not possible to have every single color, but when you have base colors, it's really easy to make more colors from them. And if you are new to LipSense, LipSense is an all-day wear lip color. That's not a lip stain. It's a scientifically developed how with a gloss, when it is sealed, it's going to make it all-day wear and smudge resistant. So that way it is like I would say, once people try LipSense, they can never go back and use anything else, because it's how moisturized it is, at the same time how well it can stay. And it goes on 3 layers. So the reason is, the first layer is the one that's bonding with your lips. The second layer is the actual color, and the third layer is the one that is going to get contacted with the outside layer, whether you drink, whether you eat, whether you sip a cup of water, coffee, anything. So what it does is, it helps to protect the color so that it stays longer. So the more you wear LipSense, the more the time it stays is going to be, because it's going to start conditioning your lips more and more. So that way it's like, it will, we say anywhere from 4 to 16 hours. So, and it sometimes depends on your body, like if you are going for a hormonal change, if you are going with stress, or if you are dehydrated, then the color may start to break early. But basically it is like making your lips more healthier, because here the gloss has vitamin E and shea butter. So every layer I make it little bit over the lips, so that it can make the lips look plumpier. So you can see the 3 layers. I have water glass to seal, but I also wanted to show the satin matte, so that, hi Mansa, good morning, happy Friday. So I'm going to show both. With that, we'll finish off the whole look. I try to do these looks in live, because the concept of Senegens is, the more you leave it, the more the skin is going to slowly adapt. You can see the foundation looks like as if it's my skin now, but the glowify underneath has its glow. So the glowify, you can use it with your daytime moisturizer, you can use it with foundation, you can use it with CCTM. You can use it with powder, or like I said, you can use it even on top of this now, just like a setting spray. So it's like whether you are a makeup person or whether you are a skincare person, you can use it anyway. So here I am first sealing it with the water glass. Because this is a question I get even after 4.5 years. I still people come back and ask me, do I need a gloss? So I would say yes. With LipSense, you need a gloss for sure, and you cannot, LipSense cannot work without a gloss, whereas the gloss can work by itself like a lip balm. So if you are getting a glossy gloss or any, how do you call it, any glossy finish, the two ways you can make it matte is, you can see this is glossy. I can just wipe it out after I seal the color. Anyway, the color is not going to move after this. And leave it as it is. After 5-10 minutes, it can turn into, like it won't be that glossy. You can wipe it even more if you want. At the same time, you can even get any matte gloss. I know the previous matte gloss is little different. Let me show. Where is my matte gloss? I don't find it. Did I finish it? I couldn't find my matte gloss, but anyway, it's sold out. So even if I show, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I found it. So this is the older matte gloss and this is the newer one. You can see the difference. It used to be white, but now it's more of a, I would say like a ivory shade. So you can get this. So I'm going to show how I'm going to make it matte. The difference between matte and a glossy is the glossy will make the color pop even more. Matte will make it little subtle. Do you see the difference? Here it's a glossy finish. This is a matte finish. Even if you're going to do matte, I would always like you to do glossy first. Leave it for a minute and then do the matte gloss. But once you do the matte gloss, it's like, I know, I think people who move from MAC, they always like this matte finish. But even after 4.5 years, I still answer people that you need a gloss. But only difference is I have 50 other glosses. You can pick whichever gloss you want. I always suggest to go with a clear gloss as your first gloss. Then you can add any of the pigmented glosses, because when you are trying for the first time, you need to understand the 3-layer concept. You need to understand glossy finish. You understand that you don't touch your lips, all those things. So I keep it with a clear gloss as your first step. Once you understand and once you're used to it, then you can go with a matte gloss, a pigmented gloss. So then you can mix and match and use it as it is. But any gloss can work with any color. There is no hard and fast rules. And like the gloss, even yesterday I think I wore the Cherry Confident, which is a gloss, but it's a really, really pigmented matte red gloss. So even I can wear this on top of this. Basically, you need one glass. It can be either way. You can have one gloss and 10 LipSense colors, or you can have one LipSense color with 10 different glosses. So anything that you like. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I hope you like the look. And like I said, I'm going to keep the sale open till today midnight. So anyone who orders will get 10% off the whole order and a free gift with every purchase. And let's see how much of these giveaway we are going to add. The bronze glowify is already there. So anyone who is going to get it going to be like literally drinking and using it everywhere. It's the JLo Glow for your summer in a bottle. So that's the first one that's already added for the giveaway. Second one is the foundation brush that I showed today. The concealer brush, you have seen how much I have used. It is like each one, what I picked is like a bestseller. So you won't regret adding these. And anyway, it's like your regular stock up that you are going to get with extra benefits. So why not do it? So you all enjoy your Friday and see you all soon.